Good evening, everyone. My name is Jeanette, and I'm a hearing mom of a deaf child that attends a school for the deaf. So that means I'm just like you. I'm a parent who's chosen a school for their child where the language of instruction is ASL or LSQ, but to a place where a child naturally fits because they are among similar children using their native language, and that school becomes like their second home. I know that for some of you, to send your child to a provincial school has not been an easy decision. I know that some of you have sent your children to live in residence, and some of you have actually moved from your hometown and relocated your whole family to a new town or city where the school is for the sake of your child. Either way, your decisions should be commended. I wanted to give you the heads up about what's happening within the deaf community right now that's affecting our schools, but I wanted to make my message completely accessible to all. So I'll continue this discussion in spoken English, but I have Wayne interpreting it for me into ASL, so the deaf community is receiving the same message at the exact same time. I think it's so important that hearing parents and deaf parents that have children attending the school work together. It should be a collaborative nature, and we can do that, but it just takes patience and an open mind. So, I wanted to share with you news that's currently circulating throughout the deaf community, not only in Canada, but worldwide about your child's school. But I also want you to feel that you're part of the deaf community as an ally on behalf of your child. As you know, the Provincial Schools Branch, or I'll use the acronym PSB, is under the auspices of the Ontario Ministry of Education and is responsible for the deaf school that your child attends. But it's also the largest branch that provides specialized elementary and secondary education programs for deaf, blind, and deafblind students, as well as students with specific learning disabilities. So what's happening now is that the PSB is in the process of hiring a superintendent. I believe that a qualified superintendent is one who is bilingual, has an appreciation for ASL as a language, but an appreciation for the culture, the community, and who also can bring a strong vision and lead deaf schools into an era of success. Not only do they value the quality of our child's education, but they will bring the community, parents, staff, and students out of their silos and bring us all together and encourage a healthy environment for our children to flourish. The problem is that the deaf community and their hearing allies, like us as parents, have long been uninvited to the table for discussions when it comes to discussions regarding best choices for leadership, management, administration, and this has been happening for a long time. Often collectively, our voices have not been acknowledged, ignored, or dismissed. And it's so hard for me to believe that there has never been, since the conception of PSB, a deaf superintendent. I mean, who else holds the qualities mentioned that I just mentioned, that I so dearly hold? In fact, they've never even had a superintendent that has been fluent in American Sign Language, the very language of its own institution. With the deaf superintendent, your child will not only see a role model that has the deaf formative experience leading their school, but they will envision all the possibilities that hearing children have of believing that anything is possible, that their future is not limited. The opportunity for your child to attend a school for the deaf is not only to obtain academic excellence, but it is also the opportunity for your child to thrive as a full-fledged citizen with pride and tenacity. So this leads me to the point. Dr. Jeaentte Rogers is the current director of the Provincial Schools Branch for the Ministry of Education. And thousands of deaf community members and their allies are writing letters of concerns to Dr. Rogers about the transparency and equity of the process of hiring a new superintendent. I encourage you as a parent, as an ally for your child, to send an email to Dr. Rogers expressing your concerns. Her email is june.rogers@ontario.ca. I want to thank you so much for being a hearing ally to not only your deaf child, but to the broader deaf community. Let's keep working together. It's important. Thank you.